All right, so for the past 3 months, I've been cutting my own hair. This is something that's a bit new to me because I actually started cutting my own hair last year, but every time I go to Japan, it's sort of like there's a place called 11 Cuts there. The specific one I go to is in Kitaoji in Kyoto. And they basically cut your hair for $11, and it's very nice and simple and fast. It's supposed to be like 11 minutes, actually. That's why it's called 11. But it happens to be $11 too when you convert the yen to USD. Anyways, so besides me doing it in Japan, not doing it in Japan, I've been cutting my own hair for almost a year now. I think 10 months. And the reason was because my barber moved to a different country, I think like Singapore or something. But throughout my childhood, I got my hair cut from my uncle. But every time it happened, I always felt like I didn't like my hair. It felt like, well, this is me, I cut my hair recently, like I think two, I think like 4 days ago, right about 4 days ago. I've been losing track of time, but but this is how it looks, and it's shorter than my usual haircut, and I've been doing it for the past 3 months, so each time it's still me cutting my own hair, and I feel like right now it looks fine. Like I enjoy it. And what I was gonna say earlier is my uncle, he used to cut my hair when I was a kid, and I always disliked it afterwards. No offense to my uncle, I feel like I just had not developed good enough communication skills to be like, hey, I don't really like my hair when it's like this, and so on. So I would just live with haircuts that I didn't like for a very, very long time because he cut my hair for like 20 years, pretty much. So I'm very, very thankful for him. So I didn't have to like go to the, you know, hair salon or anything like that. But at a certain point, I was like, I do kind of want to experiment and see how other people can cut my hair. I found someone who did it quite well, and she was very nice, and it was nice talking with her when, she was cutting my hair, and I felt like definitely I tried new styles when that happened. It wasn't like crazy new, but it was definitely different. But I liked it, and so I was like, okay, now that she moved, do I really want to find another one, or should I just save the money? Because it costed around $35 to $40 depending on how much I tipped, usually $40 because I did tip. And so $40 a month, right? Save $40 a month. I'm in California, so it's maybe pricier, but my friend did say he found like a spot that's like $20 or something. So that's pretty solid. But either way, I feel like most of the time it is pretty pricey. So saving the money is one reason, and the other one is I feel like I like my hair more now. I feel like at first it was very scary starting it. I was just like, oh, am I gonna mess it up? Am I gonna like ruin it? And yeah, I think I did kind of ruin it a little bit on occasion, but I feel like every time I did it and tried again, and it took a lot of energy to be like, oh, I'm gonna try again. My Actually, when I first started 10 months ago, it was like, okay, I cut my own hair. Then the next month I'll go to, a barber or something for them to fix it. And then I cut my own hair again the next month, and then same sort of pattern. So then I don't mess up my hair too badly. But for the past, like I said, ever since I got back, like 4 months, I've been cutting my own hair, and I feel like I haven't messed it up like crazy. So just to, I guess, talk about the practical things a little bit. So what I use is, I just use this thing. I have no idea where it came from, but it was in the house, so I just used it. I think my uncle might have given it to me at some point. But I use the largest guard, which is right here, 12 millimeter. And I basically just cut off the sides and the back with this. So then I can't mess it up that much because there's a guard here. But usually what I do is actually like, if this were my head, do this and then just go up. I don't like go all the way to the edge of this guard right here because then it'll be like really short. So it's really safe to actually just do this. Or I guess I can just demonstrate like that, instead of like all the way. But that's what I use for my sides and my back. And I usually have 2 mirrors to see my back. And this is the other stuff for this thing. And then I basically just use scissors to cut the top, and that's it. There's like nothing else really to it, to be honest. But I do have, this is newer. I put a mirror right there so I can do it in the shower, because it's much easier to do in the shower since the hair, there's something that catches the hair and I'm able to clean up really, really easily. So this is the mirror I actually used for a while before I got the one inside the tub. I would just like carry this mirror to the shower and then use it to cut my own hair. Plus like a smaller mirror where I could hold for the back. But I think the recent time I cut my hair, the back I didn't even look. I kind of just did it and then looked at it later and fixed it. Every time I do it, I do need to fix it though. So every time I cut my hair, I need like a second pass where I fix it with the scissors, because like there are things that I miss or something. So that's the technical side of things. And I think more so this video I wanted to make because it feels very liberating. I just wanted to express that point. It's like, at first you're very scared, like I mentioned, but like the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and the more you're like familiar with your hair, and like you get used to like understanding what does what to your hair, and like, you know your hair the best and how you like it the most. So for me, like I know exactly what I need to do to keep the parts that I like and not cut it off like how my uncle used to do, or even like the barber that I liked, like she would still not do it perfectly. But for me, because I know what I want exactly, like I keep trying for that, and I'm able to get closer and closer to it. I think this time around I cut certain parts a little too short, but now I know for next time to not cut it as short, because yeah, I feel like I just know, like I'm gaining more awareness the more I do it, and the more I do it, the more I feel like I'm comfortable with it, and it's more of a matter of just like getting the skill now to shape it the way I want. But it really does feel liberating. Like I don't have to pay the extra money, I don't have to go anywhere. It's just, I have everything and I just do it, and then, yeah, and then I'm done. So that's what I wanted to express. It's, try it out, but be careful. Like my advice is to just like cut it longer than you want initially, just to get a feel for it, and understand that you will mess up probably, but it's okay because people generally don't pay that close attention unless it's drastically different. And I feel like my hair, it's like not extremely different from, back then. So like I feel like most people would not know that I changed to cutting my own hair. So yeah. But again, it's definitely going to depend on who you are and how your hair is and what you want for it. So if it's a harder style to achieve, then yeah, it might be something you'll need to do, like practice with, or maybe going to the barber is the best option for you. But yeah, it's, at least for me, it's not as hard as I thought it would be. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys have any questions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.